I even see myself. All right, where am I at? Oh, camera went off. My bad. All right, I'm sitting here waiting on the shit to start. And it ain't started. All right, I see you. I don't see my. What did I do wrong? I done something wrong here. I see myself. I hear myself. I don't see myself. I'm gonna bring you in for a minute. Let me get started here. What the hell did I do wrong? Because I see you. I don't see my own goddamn self. Ain't just about a bitch. Oh, I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you get to see live when you're tuning in early.
Yeah. There you go.
There he is. I see you now.
Yeah, I was doing another show. I apologize for being a little late, folks. I was doing another show, one from back east. Fact, I had to reset my lights, man. Am I darker on your screen too? Because I'm black as hell.
You look a little dark on that side. Yeah, got
Let
some
me
mood lights on.
let me run this for a minute, folks, and y'all look at this thing for a second here. Let me do something while I fix my lighting here. I'll be right back. Talk to him for a minute, Doc.
Yeah, comment down below, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? What are you drinking? What are you smoking? How's your week going? No, coronavirus is hopefully on the downhill, right? You shall see. Are you guys staying healthy out there? I see a lot of you people still out there partying and going to parties and throwing big ass parties and sharing blunts. You need to stop sharing those blunts, man. Shit ain't no joke. Here, myself.
All right. I ain't just bright.
Yeah, still a little dark, but you look good. Look, makes you look a few years younger. You might as well go on and keep it.
All right. Well, hey, what's up with you, Doc? How you doing, man? This is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop, and I apologize for being a little late, folks. I was doing another show from back east, and it went over in time a little bit. But like I say, every week, y'all, from the West Coast to the East Coast, and everything in between, folks, from Eve After Dark to concerts in the park, you are live with yours truly, Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop. What's up with you, Doc?
Man, can't complain. Staying busy, staying in the house, waiting for this whole thing to ride out. I'm posted, man. Just tripping on everything on the news. Always something to talk about.
Man, it feels
always something to talk about.
I don't know about you, but it's feeling like it's lifted up a little bit. I mean, I went to the barbershop today. You came till I got my beard trimmed. Got my beard trimmed today. I had to wear a mask in the barbershop. Went and got some food and was able to sit down outside. But that's a big improvement from where we were. Okay.
Man.
So I ain't mad about nothing right now. Talk to me.
Yeah. Let's jump into it, man. Always some crazy shit going on. First off, first story, $11 billion have been lost in fraudulent EDD unemployment insurance scams in California alone.
I ain't gonna say nothing about that one. But you know what was crazy, dude? I noticed because my son and another buddy, my son, he got his EDD, and all of a sudden I got about 3 or 4 other names came to my house and my PO box saying they were approved. Now I didn't get shit, okay? Wow. But approval letters. I never saw the credit. I never saw the debit cards, but just approval letters. I shredded the damn things. I don't want to get caught up in that bullshit. But it's amazing, man, that that the system had a hole like that in it. I mean, I would think that EDD would be a lot more secure when it came to something like that, dude.
Yeah. And on the flip side, I'm seeing people on Instagram. This is the new hustle, Lonzo. Remember, we've talked about in the past where some people on my Instagram, I'm not going to give names, but Instagram, Dusty Vision TV, and see who I'm following if you want to figure it out. But we used to talk about people selling, lean and pills and stuff on Instagram. Now I'm seeing people saying that they got the EDD scam going, and it's a whole new thing. They're doing it on their Instagram story, dog.
Man, you know what? These are just fools that's waiting to go to jail. Okay, it's amazing how the internet has taken all the game out of hustling. Okay,
Yeah.
nobody, and nowhere in the world you're going to steal and tell people that you stole some shit. Okay, who does that? Who steals shit and then tell everybody, you know, I stole my EDD? I mean, what was this cat? One of these guys stole a few $100,000 and got caught because he was on the Instagram telling people how he was getting his money. Dude, get your money and that's what I mean. That's what I mean by people that don't know how to win. You don't know how to win, nor do you know how to steal. I'm not giving you stealing lessons, but I'm just saying, if you are doing something like that, shut your ass up, enjoy the money, don't do nothing stupid, and pray they don't come back and bust your ass.
Yeah.
You know what? Before I got to do something right quick. I got to do something. I told my girl I would do this for her. One of my friends, she called me up, and she's a big supporter of the show. And her mom is having an event, and she here. All right, Sandra. This is for my girl Sandra. Miss Molly Bell, happy birthday. A phenomenal woman. She having a drive-by birthday celebration February the 4th, Thursday at 1 p.m. starting at the Point Trag New Park, 2121 West Alondra, Compton, California. And it's going to ending at Point her home. Ending Point her home. Okay, I guess. Point her home, I guess. Anyway, happy birthday to Molly Bell. Happy birthday. She's having a drive-by celebration at Trag New Park, 1:30 on Thursday the 4th. I got to do that because I know me. I get to talking and look up. I'll be went there and ate something and said, damn, forgot to give Sandra Mama her shout out. Yeah, my girl Tracy says EDD is terrible. Yes, I agree. King Dave Love says I see that too, Dusto. Lighted my light, some of my lighting. What's up, Mark? Tracy in the house. Folks, thank y'all for coming in, hanging out with your boy for a minute. Delgado, what's up with your doc? My man King Dev Young says, my wife is mad, so I'm here in my first drink is made governor. So I guess he kicking it with us instead of doing what he's supposed to be doing. All right, don't get behind me. I can't help you. Okay. I'm happy. Do your thing, Doc.
Yeah, man. We should let's keep it moving. Are you familiar with the Clubhouse app?
I'm on it already. What's happening with it?
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, it's a new popular app out there that just gained traction a few months ago, and pretty much it gained traction after Meek Mill mentioned it. That was one of the big things. But long story short, they were just made popular by rappers, and they are officially worth over $1 billion now. Saying that to say this, Master P shared his thoughts on this, and he told people, quote, "We go to Clubhouse and make them billionaires. We, Black people, need to create stuff like that where we create the narrative and we are able to put money back into the community."
That is a great idea. That's a great idea, but you have to have the creativity to create something like that. You also have to have the money to fund that. You also have to have the technical skills to make it happen in the first place. You got to have the creativity to do it. Okay. Then you got to have the money to fund it. Then you have to have the technical skills to make it happen. Have you been on Clubhouse?
Not yet, no, but I'm about to jump into it. I
bought an iPhone specifically to go on Clubhouse. I'm an Android person. Excuse me. I'm an Android person, and I kept getting all these texts, Clubhouse invites. But as it stands right now, it only works with iPhones. So I bought an iPhone, bought a cheap iPhone from a friend of mine, got on Clubhouse, and I was really impressed with it. For me, it worked. For me, it's very impressive because I'm a talk radio audio book when I'm not working type person. Okay, when I'm working type person. So if I'm working in my office, I may have music on sometime, but I've played so many songs over the years. I like to have another source of entertainment. Okay, so I usually have on talk radio. I have Sirius. I have talk radio in the background, or I have an audio book trying to expand my horizon. That's my thing. Uh, Clubhouse gives you both. Okay, Clubhouse is like listening to podcasts, and it's like listening to the podcast and talk shows all at the same time. You'll have various rooms going at the same time, and you could drop in the room at any given point in time and drop out and listen. Plus, if you raise your hand, you can add information or ask questions to the host of the show. So it's really like I love talk shows. I like listening to talk shows on the radio. But if you ever tried to win tickets on a radio show, you can't get through. Mm-hmm. Same thing with a talk show. They can be talking about the subject. They'll be off the subject doing something else, and you'll just be getting on talking about whatever. So with Clubhouse, it gives you a chance to participate, gives you a chance to stand on the sideline and listen. And for me, it gives me some background, and it really gives you a chance to learn. I mean, I listened to a couple of different rooms. Now I picked up some stuff like, oh, that's pretty slick. So it's not just a bunch of people shooting the shit. There's some real people, real players on there dropping some real knowledge. And if you want to, contact them later, you can. So I like it. But again, sometimes we have a tendency to get mad because we didn't think of something. I'm not saying that's what Master P's position is, but we gravitate towards new opportunities because we're natural hustlers. Mm-hmm. We're natural hustlers. What I was doing on Facebook last year got banned on Facebook, okay, for me playing music, right? Well, yep. on Clubhouse, there's sites, rooms, people playing new music and not getting shut down because it's private, okay? So you got cats that's real A&Rs that's on Facebook, on Clubhouse, listening to music, critiquing music, giving the same thing I was doing, but they don't have Facebook. You don't have Facebook overseeing or regulating what's being played. And again, a lot of the stuff that I would play would be unsigned stuff. Some of it would be on Instagram, or not Instagram, but because it was on the Facebook platform, it would get shut down. Over there, it don't get shut down, and you may be exposed to a smaller audience sometimes, but still, you have the people who are there are really into what you're doing. So it's not just you're trying to attract a bunch of people to do something that they not really into. Everybody on this feed right now is here because they want to be here. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Right.
They're here because they got the notification and okay, I'm gonna check out Lonzo and Dusty Vision today. One man said, my boy just says he just clowning. Y'all my favorite show. Feel me. Mm-hmm. All right, that's my man King Young. Okay. King Dave one. Keith D Young says we your favorite show. He was clowning about his wife, and Mike T over there talking shit about some old ass shit. So about some old ass scratches from Compton's Most Wanted. Okay, you scratched my ass on that one, Mike. Anyway.
So yeah, speaking of Master P, didn't you just get your plaque for Ice Cream Man?
I had to get another one, man.
Okay.
Somebody stole my first one. I was when ice cream, and most people don't know, the Ice Cream Man is Turn Off the Lights. He sampled Turn Off the Lights.
Please explain that story for anyone who doesn't know, because it's a crazy story.
I did a publishing deal years ago from some of my songs for Wrecking Crew. And Master P, as you know, is from New Orleans. And they called me and said, Lonzo, does this song sound familiar? I said, yeah, it sounds familiar. It sounds Turn Off the Lights. They said, oh, okay. And they hit him up. And the song, at one time they hit him up, he was already at 200,000 units being sold. And they wanted to cut a publishing deal. Ain't nothing to cut. Give me my money. So I own half the publishing, and part of the writers on Mr. Ice Cream Man by Master P. So we took pictures together, the whole 9 yards, and the record went platinum. And one day I'm at the pad, man, and I get this big ass package. What the fuck is this? That was my first platinum record. Okay, me being the trophy guy that I like trophies and shit like that. I put the record in one of my clubs in the hallway. Okay, with some other stuff. Some assholes broke in the club, stole my sound system and my damn plaque, and I was able to get it replaced this year. So yeah, I finally got my Master P plaque back.
Damn. Yeah, it's a trip how, and this is only 25 years ago when the song was made, maybe, 96, something like that, which is not too long ago in music years. You would think that someone wouldn't have the balls to just steal somebody's track like that. Like, this maybe in 82, when you maybe steal a drum sample or something, that's more, but just to steal the whole beat and just release it, like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they figured, hey man, I was in he in LA, we in Mississippi, Louisiana, and the record never got played in LA. I mean, it may have seen a little bit of airplay.
I heard it. Yeah,
I didn't. So yeah, man, I wasn't aware of it, but like I said, when they heard about it, it was already a hit on the on the other side of the Mason-Dixon line, and they turned me on to it. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, run me my money, and they did.
Damn.
And they just used it they just replayed it for something else, and I think one of the southern bands is using it for something. Just got to check for that again. So take care of your business take care of you.
Man, pay attention, kids. Do not sell your life away, because you could get money 30 years from now for something you made in 2020. So don't sell your life away.
Not Master P. Sir Mix-a-Lot and I talked about that last week, man.
Yes,
man.
What an interview.
Me and that dude. It was really a great interview for me, because he spent the first 4 to 5 minutes just giving me my props. And me and Mix go way back before he blew up. And it was just amazing that he's been able to pimp his catalog the way he has. He pimps the shit out of his catalog. I ain't mad at him. And he got a couple of songs. Him and my man Humpty Hump from Digital Underground. They got some songs that that you find them everywhere. Home commercials,
baseball games, everything.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out which one of my songs can I slide into that same arena, and I can't figure out one yet. I'm thinking maybe Juice, maybe turn off. I figured to be a good condom commercial.
You know what? We got to push. Yeah, that's the one. We got to push Juice. You know why?
Why?
And it's for the wrong reasons, but we got to push Juice because the lean culture, the promethazine culture down south is pretty big. Kids love that lean, and they call it Juice. They screw that track up a little bit and throw it in the movie. Oh man,
Juice. Juice. Oh, come on, boy. I ain't mad at you.
I'm gonna try to get that out there, man. I'm gonna try to get that out there for you.
Let's make it happen. Shit. I got a question for you.
Yes.
Me and my buddy was talking about weed and how different people smoke in ingest weed.
Okay.
Brothers like blunts. Brothers like blunts. Okay. White boys like bongs. Okay. Old school still roll zigzags.
Right here, a joint.
I broke out some zigzags one time. Some white ones. What the fuck you gonna do with that? I say,
got laughed out of the house.
I'm gonna roll a joint. Oh, dude, we don't use that. Well, you know what? Everybody teach his own. But I realize a lot of women like the vape pen. Okay, and sophisticated, and not even women, just people who are more discreet with their smoking. Okay,
exactly. I keep a vape pen on me when I'm out doing business, and I don't.
And a vape pen is like having a flask. Okay. Get a little hit right quick. You go hit the flask, put it back in your pocket. Nobody know what you're doing. And the same thing with a vape pen. I just was tripping on you smoking a joint on the show, and I'm just thinking, how many different people? Is it a class thing that does different way that smokes weed in different ways?
I'll tell you right now. So I'm going on my 2-year anniversary of not smoking blunts. I smoked blunts for ever since I was 18. That's what I smoked. I myself, when I first started smoking, brought out the joints and I got laughed out of the building.
Okay.
So my homeboy taught me how to roll a blunt, and for 20 years I was smoking blunts. As I got older, I stopped enjoying the taste of the blunt, and as the weed got better, you want to taste the weed. So I switched over to joints, specifically raw cones, which are these cones here. You just stuff them, and it's the best thing ever. And it's a little bit more healthy. When you're smoking those blunts, it's just a bunch of tobacco going into your body. Let's keep it real. So you might as well smoke 7 cigarettes a day. So that's why. And all these 20-year-olds like smoking backwoods, smoking fat backwoods. Like, I don't know if you know what a backwood is, but you literally put 3.5 grams into a damn backwood. You put a whole eighth of weed in my weed in the blunt, and we got a problem. We scrapping right now. You know what I'm saying? Don't be putting no 3.5 in my blunt, but that's what these kids do. And I'm telling you, in 20 years, there's going to be a high case of young people, probably our color and darker, getting lung situations.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. I could definitely see that. And I noticed even when with the pen, I know people that smoke blunts more consistently, and I think because blunts do have some blunts have nicotine in them. Okay,
they do. Oh yeah, for sure.
And you have to ask for non-nicotine blunts.
Right. Okay? They make those as well, but yes, if you go in to buy a Swisher Sweet backwood, those all have the same things as cigarettes.
So you become addicted to the nicotine in the blunt, and it's at a higher price than the cigarettes, and you got to roll this motherfucker yourself. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And most cats would actually roll. Riding, if you ride in the car and smoking in the car, because usually I've had guys in front of me on the street smoking so strong, it's in my car. Okay,
and that's the motherfuckers that get pulled over right
in
there.
my car. So I'm like, dude, that's you say it's profiling? No, man, that's fish in the barrel, dude.
Thank you.
That's fish in the barrel, okay?
And then you're talking about F the police and all that. You shouldn't have been smoking in your car.
And then that right there turns into 502, and that's a whole nother headache. That's 10,000 automatically. All right. And white boys, they like the water bong. Okay, yeah, Mike, thank you. They always say that the water bong is the best water filtrated. And brothers like the blunts. White boys like the bongs. Old school likes zigzags, and discreet people like the vape pens. Okay.
Yep.
And that's it's just amazing the classism in consuming weed.
That's a trip, right?
Most people don't think about that.
That's a trip.
It's a level of classism in smoking weed.
Yep.
I'm still trying to keep talking. I'm still trying to figure out this doggone light, man. Somebody,
I gotta say something really quick. Speaking of blunts, I was at the liquor store buying my raw cones, and I saw a dude go in and buy blunts. Okay, you got your blunts. So he goes up with his ATM. The guy says there's an ATM machine over there, so he has to go get his ATM. The blunts are $7, Alonzo. So he goes to the ATM machine, puts his card in, gets $20 out, pays for his blunts. My only thought was, as a person who's older now and I like to save a little bit more and I'm smarter with my money, this guy probably just spent 3 times the price because he couldn't go to Chase Bank and get money out of the bank. He went in, he put his card in. Off top, there's a $3-4 charge, boom. Right. And then not just from that thing, but from your bank also. So that your bank's going to charge you $5 also. That's $9 plus the $7 for the blunts. You just spent $16 for a pack of blunts. That's how the poor stay poor and the rich stay rich. Rich people don't do shit like that. Rich people go and they stop at the bank. They get a couple $100 and they have it in their pocket. So when they go, they can shell it out. They don't have to go to ATM machines. Just something I had to drop on our people.
Well, I got one for you. Last night, I'm sitting at the pad. I'm working on a project at my house. I'm a little hungry. I'm working on my kitchen, so I can't cook. We can't cook it right now. So my son, he ordered some food. He ordered some wings. I said, hey man, where you get the wings from? He said, I ordered more so. I said, I'll order you some. I said, okay, cool. So the wings was $9. There was a $5 tax. Then there was a delivery fee. So 8 wings was gonna cost me $19. No, I ain't that hungry. I'm not that hungry. I'm not that
Nope.
hungry.
Nope. Or I'll go pick the shit up. If I am, I'll go pick it up and yeah.
I'll go pick it up myself. So here's something that we little old school have to teach the new school. They don't understand, they don't appreciate money the same way as we do. Okay. They, my son was going to school, Uber, because sometimes he had band practice. I had to get an Uber home. Okay. For Uber for a while was like $11. Shit. Come on with it. $11.
Damn. Yep, all day.
12, then it went to 12 or 13. I ain't mad either. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then
20, 22.
When Uber went corporate, $22. I finna roll get you my damn self. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get myself, man. I'm not giving you $22 to bring somebody from Culver City to El Segundo and Vermont. I'm not doing that.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, and his girlfriend lives in somewhere across town, and he'll spend $22 going to see her. I'm like, dude, you realize that by the time you do this, you can spend about $75. Mm-hmm. And it ain't registered, he's so used to spending my money. Okay. Right. So I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you some responsibilities so you appreciate the fact that you can go broke doing dumb stuff. And my chat room was lighting up, man. They I got all kind of facts on free delivery. $9, yeah, $19 to $9. You damn cheat. That's a lot of damn money. Yeah, the delivery fees be taxing, make you want to just cancel the whole order. You're damn right. I'm not giving it to them. I can see $3-4. Hey, what's up, Shay? I'm not doing $10 on a $9 order. Oh hell no! Yeah. I got 3 cars. I got gas in all of them.
Thank you. Nope, ain't happening.
No. And I don't mind going to because I really wasn't dressed. Being Lonzo, sometimes you don't want to be out in the public, not proper. You know what I'm saying? I was a little hungry. I didn't want to go in no place. I said, I got to go to a drive-through. And I said, I'll go take my ass to goddamn Del Taco. I like a couple of Del Taco, but my other son, he bought some food. I ended up eating with him. But I'm just saying, dude, $22 for 8 weeks? Oh no,
nah. Ain't happening. You know what? That actually leads into the next thing I wanted to talk to you about, kind of perfectly actually, because maybe they're seeing this. These kids are seeing this and they're thinking this is the norm. But Lil Uzi Vert, the rapper, you familiar with him? I mean, I'm sure you don't know his music is like that. But Lil Uzi Vert just spent $24 million to get a pink diamond stone implemented into his forehead. So he is walking around right now with a $24 million diamond coming out of his forehead right now. Yep. Speechless. I've left Alonzo speechless.
I read this article the other day. And see, this is why white people laugh at us.
Thank you.
Okay? This is why
Bill Gates ain't got no goddamn.
This is why white people laugh at us. And see, that was all over the internet. Okay. $24 million diamond in your fucking forehead. Okay. All right. When you look up and your brain is hanging off the side of your eyebrows, you wonder what happened to your ass. See, this dude don't have nobody talking to him, man. Mm-hmm. I bet you his dad is not in his life. His mama's so busy cheerleading him. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. But
he has no real homies. His homies are yes men. Because if my homie was gonna do that, I'd be like, you better get your ass over. First of all, put the drugs down. Get your ass over here.
Right. If you got people in your life, they're so busy trying to be cheerleaders. They're not really giving you no kind of real information. Dude, $24 million in your fucking forehead. Somebody's gonna kill you. Okay. Yep. Somebody's gonna kill you and take your forehead off. Okay. Literally. I mean, this is the problem I see with hip hop. Okay, there's most people. I'm not saying everybody. I don't know anybody of any stature that can talk to him and say something. Hey, man, that's a stupid ass move. Okay, that's a very stupid ass move. It's not a wise move. It's not a healthy move. Okay, people will say, "Oh, it's his money. He can spend it where he wants to." You know what? That's a problem we have. Nobody wants to be a guiding light when it comes to these cats. Okay, everybody wants to be a supporter. Nobody wants to be a hater. Being a hater is not a bad thing when you. It's not a bad thing to be a hater when you're giving somebody some good information. Okay,
Thank you.
It may seem like haterade today. I remember when my old man told me certain things. It sounded like he was hating on me, but then he was actually giving me some real game. It made more sense. I didn't get it right then and there.
Maybe 10 years later?
10 years later, 10 months later, okay?
Damn,
10 minutes later, when you sit there with a headache and a hole in your head, somebody took the goddamn diamond out your head.
The drugs wear off.
And the drugs wear off. Now you realize, oh, that might not have been a good idea after all. He wants to be the first person with a diamond embedded in his head. Why is, first of all, I'm gonna tell you something. The teeth thing was enough. Was one thing. The grills.
Oh yeah, man.
The grill thing. Come on, man. Come on, dude.
Have you ever seen their teeth when they take the grills off?
Horrible.
They have pictures. Oh my god, it looks bad. So
horrible.
Oh my god.
Horrible. Because it's behind there. You can't brush that shit. Okay, your shit decays. All right. It's I never cared for it. I'm gonna put it that way. I never cared for it. I never cared for it. I never cared for the grill thing. I've seen girls with, baby, you really doing too much. You too pretty for that. I'm not a big fan of overly tattooed. I mean, a couple of tats ain't no big thing. Overly tattooed, yeah.
Where you can cover them up. Don't ever get them on your neck. Don't get them on your face. Like if you can, I have 8 tattoos, but you wouldn't know if I was wearing a long sleeve shirt.
Okay. But that keeps it private. Okay, those are your tattoos. You can display them when you want to. Okay, they won't interfere with your job because there's still some people who have have issues with tattoos, especially in the corporate world. Okay,
very true. Yeah,
and I just like I said, Deuce Time said that's his business. You know what, Deuce? I understand it is his business. But see, that's the problem we have. We
can't accept that. I'm not going to accept that $24 million in your forehead.
When this dude is broke or somebody bash his forehead in, oh, that's so cold. He should be able to have a diamond in his forehead. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that? Okay? Yeah, it's his business. But you know what? That $24 million could do a whole lot more for him long term than sticking it in his forehead. And you wonder why people think we stupid. We do a lot of stupid shit. Okay?
Yeah.
You wonder why people think we stupid. We not it. Oh man, that's cool. He can have a forehead. He can have a diamond in his forehead. Come on, man. No, I didn't say that. I'm saying no. I didn't say that. I said it was yours. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. My bad. I thought you was co-signing. I'm off and jump off in your ass. I apologize.
Yeah, no.
I apologize, Deuce. I thank you, Deuce. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate Deuce saying I'm the business. I thought that was his business. He was saying that was his business. But we have, at some point in time, somebody in the game has to have some type of influence or some type of game. $24 million. How many apartment buildings? How much of he could buy you an office building? You could buy apartments. You could buy a whole bunch of shit that's going to appreciate in value. Turn that 24 into 30 or 40 million in the next 5 or 10 years, as opposed to being stuck in your head. And 9 times out of 10,
decreasing in value.
I would think 9 times out of 10, it's a whole lot of money involved in actually embedding that diamond into his head. Okay. I remember seeing Jake the Jeweler one time on a television show. He was talking about how much jewelry he made for different people. And he said it right there on the thing. He said, most of the time, if I make a piece for a guy and it's $150,000, 90 of that may be in just labor. So you got 60 grand in diamonds, but you got 90 grand in labor or whatever the case may be. So times get hard, records stop being sold. Okay, records stop being sold. You go to the pawn shop, you paid $150,000 for it, but you can't give a 20 for it because most of the time they use, in most cases, a lot of cases they use the D class diamonds. They're just above, what you call them, work diamonds. Because those
EF, all G,
yeah, right. They just got enough shine to make you think you got something, but when it comes down to actual value, it's not what you think it is. Adrian says, does he really make that type of money, or that a 40 mil before taxes?
And that's so dumb. Yeah, even if you do make that type of money, we are in the middle of a pandemic, A. And secondly, I doubt if Bill Gates would spend $24 million on some BS. I saw a post, and it made all the sense in the world. It said, rich people act poor, poor people act rich. I may be messing it up, but you get the gist of it.
Yeah. And I was just on another podcast before I did this one right here, and we were talking about, and here, ladies, you're gonna get mad at me, but you're gonna get mad at me. I'm talking about females, and a lot of females have a tendency to want you to buy stuff for them they can't afford for themselves.
Birkin bags and shit. Yeah.
If you got 2 or 3 of them already, and if that's you, that kind of girl, maybe I ain't the guy for you. If I can't, I might not want to buy you a Birkin. I can't afford to buy you a Birkin bag.
I'll get you a Michael Kors from Ross on $80.
So and a lot of times I saw we were talking about alpha men, and I saw a Facebook post today, and it says if you having sex with your man and he not giving you no money, steal it from him.
God damn.
So we were just talking about the different types of women, and I understand women like to be able to do things for me. I don't mind doing stuff for women from time to time, but it shouldn't be a requirement. It shouldn't be because you gave me some, all of a sudden I owe you some money. That wasn't the deal. You're supposed to like me, and if I like you, I want to buy you something because you that kind of person. Because I'm just Dominic. Stop it! They got me. They owe me whatever, Lonzo. I can't hear. Go make some tacos.
You did not say that.
No, that's my taco friend.
Oh, okay, because that's like go make a sandwich, woman.
No, like, oh shit. We got a taco joke. She
okay, cool. Okay,
some real pretty tacos. Some real
clearing that up.
Almost too good to eat looking tacos on Facebook, and I call her the Taco Queen. Now today she posted on Facebook she need to go to Taco Tuesday. That's why they go make your own tacos. Your tacos look good. Now if they ate your tacos, that's a whole different story. But if them your tacos, you need to have your own Taco Tuesday. I need 2 of them with turkey. Anyway, it's many mixed messages as men. Okay, so many mixed messages. Oh, my girl Brazil, don't start no mess, Lonzo. Look, ladies, let's keep it real. Okay, if we equal, why do I take care of you? I'm just saying. If we equal, exactly. Okay, I take care of my kids. I take care of stuff that's less than me. I take care of things. I look out for whoever I'm rolling with. I'm gonna look out. Okay.
Yeah.
But to take care of means you can't take care of yourself. Okay. That means you're a liability to me as opposed to an asset. Okay. But if it, my girl Tika says I'm gonna comment, but I'm gonna remain a lady. No, you say what you got to say, because I'm just saying if we doing something and we doing this together, if we're gonna be an asset to you, I'm gonna bring something to the table. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm probably gonna bring the table. Okay, so what you bring to the table? Are you bringing this appetite and attitude? Okay, yeah.
If you vagina, I'm sorry, ladies. A lot of ladies think just because you have a good, you know what I'm saying, thing down there that it's cracking. Nah, baby girl.
They come standard equipment with every woman in the world, and guess what? Like my boy just said, for every woman, for every man, there's every black man out there that's doing something. There's 8.5 women, 8 full-size women and a midget looking for a brother, looking for a man. 8.5 women looking for a man. That means it's 8 women and a midget looking for a good man. I don't want to go there. okay? Because they're gonna light my ass up. That's
I'm
all right.
telling you, man.
But understand this, folks. Okay, it's real hard to have a Christmas list all the time for a man and expect him to do things you can't do for yourself. Let's keep it real.
Yeah,
keep it 100. Okay.
That's
Now,
right
if you're already doing this already, okay,
mm-hmm.
and but you a Birkin bag, you a.
But you bought that yourself. You own your own business. Cool. I'm gonna buy you another one, baby.
Okay, but no, you scamming EDD,
selling weed on the side. Like, nah, bitch, we're not a power couple.
I'm gonna buy you a Birkin bag so you can go to the club. Oh no, hey,
but I'm going for my CNA license though.
Okay, but Maxine says, hey, if we equal in my mind, then we equal. But be honest, I don't want to take out the trash and pump the gas. Oh, I got you.
All day.
Oh no,
I'll kill spiders. I'll kill spiders. I can hammer shit in the wall.
Yeah. My man Brian says, where are all the women with the midget doing this COVID and the midget doing the COVID? No, I got the spiders. I'm gonna take the rat off the trap, put the trash can out,
all that.
About the grass, okay,
pick up the dog poop, all that.
There's certain things that we are kind of built for, but understand that, right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Understand that, and that's certain things I must expect you to do. Lonzo, you know how I work. N.W.A, I work with you before. Okay, yeah, but understand me. Okay, it's just certain things that we get mixed signals. It's like a 1 minute on one side of the thing, we got the Me Too movement. Okay, next time we got the next side we got the slut walk.
Mm-hmm. Hey Lonzo.
Yes.
Let me go turn off my oven. Give me about 1 minute, okay? Keep talking.
All right.
Sorry, I had to.
Ladies, he got to cook his own meals. The man got to stop the middle of the podcast to cook his own meals. I'm getting back to being serious for a hot second. How do we go from one side of the table having the slut walk, other side we got the Me Too men? Brothers don't know what they get into till he in court. He don't know what he got till he in court. I thought you was a slut. No, I'm Me Too. No, you can't do that. Well, I live by myself, so I have to do it all. I understand that. Okay, now that's probably by choice. First of all, if you're doing it by yourself, it's probably by choice. Okay. Now I'm quite sure you got a friend that would come over and do whatever you want them to do if you needed him to. A friend, okay, because y'all known for them friend shits, okay? The brother in the glass case, that's the friend. I understand there's always that friend keeping it 100. Maxine, stop grinning, stop laughing. Seriously, women have devalued themselves, and it makes it harder for women like me. Okay, women like me. My girl Tika T says, seriously, women have devalued themselves, and it makes it harder for women like me. Okay.
You know what? I think that's a lot of young women and a lot of women online on Instagram and Facebook putting their best foot forward and trying to catch a man like that. I don't think that's the majority of women. I think whoever this lady is that just made that comment, she is the norm, and she's really what's out there. She's just not putting her stuff out there on Instagram and getting a bunch of likes and things like that.
I look at the Facebook, man, a few hours, but probably a couple hours a day. I scroll through that. I see Dominique working out. I see her post her pictures. I see a lot of women doing different things, and depending on how you portray yourself on social media, well, I know it would affect me if I was in the dating position. Okay, if I saw you doing too much on Facebook and Instagram, then I see you in the club and you want to be all, oh, how you doing? I remember you from Instagram. No. Okay. It just I see a couple of sisters on there sometimes like, what are you thinking about? Don't you have a kid?
Oh my! It's so weird, Lonzo, when it's on Instagram and you can see all the pictures and it's booty pic, ass shot, kid, booty pic, baby shower. You're like, would you have can you have two Instagrams for booty pics and maybe, one for your kid? Because you're giving me mixed.
We look at that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
We look at that kind of stuff. I tell you what, who else look at that kind of stuff? People that's hiring your butt. Okay. So when you look up and I'm not trying to get nobody in no trouble. I'm not giving you some game. You mess around and get yourself in a bad situation. Everything on your Facebook, your Instagram is going to be used against you in the court of law. Okay, you mess around there, get yourself in a situation where somebody say something or do something that can be considered disrespectful or put you in a negative light. And I saw on Instagram. Now if you're doing one thing on Instagram, you got a fans only page that's treating you with the OnlyFans.
Yeah,
OnlyFans page. That's two different things. But if you're on a public Instagram or a public Facebook page and you're doing way too much, and all of a sudden you would at work and somebody say something to you, or you in a position, all of a sudden you from the police and hey, wait a minute, you sure was twerking your ass off. Not saying you can't do that, but when you do certain things, when you cast a net like that, you're going to attract certain people. And sometimes you out there fishing with a net, you can't throw away the turtles. You can't just say, I'm just looking for one kind of fish, because when you drag that net in, you'll be surprised what's going to be in that goddamn net.
Yep. And I guarantee all those, and this is why I don't like people's pictures and shit, because I don't want 20 years down the line, because those guys who like your picture, they're not husband material. I'm telling you right now. They're just looking at that ass.
Yeah, that nigga just trying to hit. Yeah, he trying to hit. We can't get the brothers up, man. I ain't gonna talk.
Yeah, I mean that we can't hate on them. Let's move on. One more thing I want to chat with you about.
Go ahead.
You know, the Super Bowl is here, and Plius, who I follow him on Instagram, and he always seems to drop some game. Plius is a rapper from Florida, and he said, and I quote, "Ain't nobody going to spend more money in the city of Tampa during the Super Bowl weekend than black people. But guess who we all giving it to?" The point I'm trying to make is we spend the most money, but own nothing. That ain't nobody's fault but ours. And I read it first, that right? Man.
I told me and a buddy of mine was talking about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They ain't gonna get we won't get no reparations. Joe ain't gonna give us no reparations. I say, check this out. If Joe wrote a check right now for $200,000 for every black person in America,
wouldn't be satisfied.
The only person gonna be happy is the Koreans.
Exactly. Oh, put a twist on it. Wow.
They're gonna be happy.
We would make. That would stimulate the fuck out of the economy. Maybe that should be a stimulation package and disguise it as reparations, because we will stimulate the whole economy with that.
If they wrote a check right now, no matter what it was, within minutes of cashing the check or within minutes of the deposit hitting your account, everybody running, not everybody, most people are going to be running to places where other people will be taking the money, will be taking the receipt, taking the swipe. Okay, other people will be recipient of your legacy. Okay, most people are not financially savvy enough to take that and let it change their lives forever. In most cases, especially youngsters. I know old heads, I know y'all know better, but youngsters, a lot of youngsters they can't wait to buy the new Jordan. They're gonna have a pair of reparation Jordans, and everybody got to have them. Okay,
man, I can see it now. That would literally lift the economy back up.
Nike gonna make some reparation Jordans. They're gonna cost $500 a pair, or Yeezy's gonna make a pair of reparation Jordans. They're gonna be collectible. And everybody got to have a pair, and they're gonna make a jersey to go along with it. And the jersey gonna cost $300-$400. You're gonna have $800 worth of shoes and shirts on, and bank account gonna be empty as hell in a matter of months.
Still living in an apartment.
Waiting on whatever, okay? And getting mad because there wasn't enough money because you broke 6 months later. Our community is not set up financially to where it will circulate enough time to stimulate our community. See, we live in a community. Think about this, man. We live in a community that it's like playing football, and you got one receiver, but you got about 9 defensive backs guarding his ass. So as soon as the ball go up in the air, somebody else will get the ball before him. Okay, soon as the ball go up in the air and it come down, there's 9 people around. There's 9 defensive backs around one receiver. The ball's gonna get intercepted and run back for a touchdown. My man Durrell said, "Shit, these old heads wouldn't have it either. Weaves, and Hennessy, it's out of here." Because you came and this is real talk. You can't buy the Hennessy. You can't get no weave materials. You can't buy damn, they can't buy no weed without giving it to somebody else. You damn sure
can't buy chicken. You can't buy chicken in the hood without getting it from
chicken, weed, or Hennessy. Or
go to Louisiana Chicken tomorrow and see who's behind the counter.
You can't buy Hennessy, chicken, or hair care products and get the money to a black person. You're not going to do it. Not if you do, he's probably working behind the counter.
I get Magic Shave. That's how I shave, to prevent me from goosebumps. Not goosebumps, bumps. Mm-hmm. I get it from an Asian dude. Awesome dude, $3.49 a pop. But it's like, damn, I feel like that should be me back there. I turn around, it's all black products, it's all wigs on the wall, it's all stuff that we buy.
And D Blue says fish too. You're right, Dish. You can't buy no fried fish nowhere in the community and give the money to no. Now all these businesses at one time were black folks' businesses. Right. I remember after the Watts riots, and most of y'all don't remember the Watts riots. I was a kid. I was about 10 years old when the Watts riot jumped off. But as soon as the Watts riot was over with, a lot of the infiltrators of the community left a lot of businesses. They sold them to black folks, liquor stores, fish markets. We invented the fish markets. That's our thing. Ain't no fish markets in no white communities. Ain't no you buy, we fry in the white community. Think about it. You don't see that. Okay, you do not see you buy, we fry in the white community. They don't do that. And my man said, "Oh, he hit it on the head. I just did it myself. Donuts too. You're not gonna buy no donuts and get no money." Much love.
That's about as yep. Damn.
Today, true story. Today,
yeah,
I wanted a cup of hot chocolate. Okay, I went to 7-Eleven on Redondo Beach. They didn't have none. I said, "Damn, I got to go to the other 7-Eleven." Looked over right next door was a donut shop. When they got my hot chocolate, it was cheaper than 7-Eleven. Anyway, now my man Chauncey says I came across
from my first black-owned beauty business store when I lived in New York.
Okay.
So she came across her first black business store. Okay. Yeah, wow. Maybe in New York there may be a couple still splattered about, but
there's a 1 or 2 in LA. There's 1 or 2 in LA, but they under pressure because they're under pressure because they at one point in time there was some real gangster shit going on when it came to hair care products. If you weren't from a certain culture, they wouldn't sell to you. I know people that went through that personally.
What do you mean?
Right there on the corner of across Manchester on Crenshaw, there's a huge beauty shop on the corner, beauty supply. My partner had one right there in the curve, right next to the Louisiana Chicken in that curve over there. And they wanted him gone. So the people that I would buy from, they knew each other. And my man had to get products. He was trying to get them from the same distributor. They stopped selling to him. He went out of business. He had to sell it. What's my man said? Where I'm in Alabama.
That was.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Where I'm at in Alabama, most of the liquor stores and hair products owned by Koreans, and that's in Alabama.
Okay. Wow. So any dollars that we get, they're gonna leave the community, and that's why they say the black dollar only stays in the black community for 2 hours.
Yeah, they do studies. They've done studies. I read an article. I've mentioned it before on the show where they'll put $1 in the black community. They'll put $1 in the J Crew community. I don't want to say, Jay, shout out to the J Crew. They'll put it and within minutes, literally, the dollar is already out of the black community in someone's hand. The dollar in the J Crew, it goes to the bakery. It goes from the bakery to the car wash. It goes from the car wash to the Danish shop. It goes from the Danish shop to the whatever, hair salon. Yeah. Just bounces around, stays in that community.
Yep. Deep Blue says that's the deep south. That's the deep south.
Deep south too. And the Korean homies that made it down there.
So everybody didn't make it to LA. They went down south. So they're in position to win. If we win, they win.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
If
I think we just gave the government an idea. I hope no one's watching this show because that last 15 minutes was deep as hell, man. If they give us all that money, we are going to stimulate the hell out of this country.
yeah, but for
the other people.
Yeah, for the other people. Now in the Latino community, it's going to spin around. It's going to be around for a minute. Okay.
That is correct as well.
The Latino community, if they get the money, it's going to the car wash man, the taco man. It's going to be in the house for a while. They're going to end up they're gonna buy some property. They're going to do a whole
true.
They're going to do a whole different situation, dude. It's going to be some. They're going to buy some old cars. They're going to fix them up, and everybody going to be driving. They're going to end up buying a house right next to you. Hey, man, I can't get mad at that, dude. I'm not hating on them. This is just the reality that we deal with. This is reality, and for some reason, most of us don't see it. And we don't hate like that. We don't hate like other people hate. So we don't think about, here's my money. I want give me my bottle, give me my chicken. I'm going home. Okay, we don't think like that. But because other people do, they inject themselves into communities. And if you go to certain places, you don't see them every place. You don't see them everywhere. You just see them in certain communities where folks don't really care about who they spend their money with. Man, who do you think benefited the most during the crack era?
Everyone else. BMW, everybody from BMW to razor blades.
Understand this. Brothers and sisters, so crack the brothers and sisters, dodged the police, took penitentiary chances to go to the Slauson, Gardena, and the Compton swap meet to buy whatever they needed.
Woo.
And nobody in there looked like us, but people buying stuff. A lot of other people understand economics of buying from people in their own community. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Asian homies understand it.
Swap meets blew up. Swap meets blew up all over the country. Okay.
Yeah.
And most of them were occupied by folks that didn't look like us, although they were patronized by us. Okay.
Yeah. Dude, I bought my hip hop from an Asian cat at the Compton swap meet, and he knew more about hip hop probably than I did. And I would always go on Mondays. The tapes would be released on Tuesdays, but he'd tell me, come Monday, I got you. So I come on Monday before they close, and I get all my tapes like 12 hours before anybody else got them.
Most of my best customers at one point in time were the swap meets. Okay. I'm not mad at them, dude. I'm just telling you what they do. I mean, they understand that, they understand commerce. They understand doing business with each other. It was once upon a time, it used to be a nail chain called Man Trap. Ladies, y'all remember Man Trap in the 80s? It was owned by some sisters. And at some point in time, I looked up, what happened? Man Trap was no longer owned by sisters. Okay.
Random word and nails. Okay, nail. It turned into okay nails.
Okay, nails. Okay.
Happy nail.
Yeah. Man Trap was the shit. I mean, Man Trap was about years, and that's when the nails first came out, and women's nails got fly. When the nails first came out, and they were super fly. Oh man, it was when they first became a $50 project. It became the shit, and the sisters had it locked up, and somebody said, "I need that," and then all of a sudden they were no more. I tell you something else you might not know. Harrison Ross ain't owned by black folks no more either.
Nope, did not know that.
Harrison Ross is not owned by black folks.
Wow.
So other
people, how many times I've heard that in a song?
Other people benefited from my death as well. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, my girl said, honestly, we if we tighten up our businesses and stop trying to get over on each other, lowballing, etc., we'd be a better position. You're right. My man said, Lonzo spitting some real stuff right now. You know what? I try to spit as much as I possibly can when I can, but like they said, like Cat Williams say, I can take it home. What did he say? You can take it home to mom, but you can't make him think.
Can't make it drink. Can't make it think. Exactly.
So I'm not clowning my people by no means. I'm just dropping something. Hopefully it's
no, and this is what we need, Alonzo, because most of these kids out there, they're ran by the older homie, and the older homie's only 8 months older than them. They need this type of game. I'm telling you, man, I've known you for going on 3 years now, and you teach me something every once in a while, dog. And I'm 43 years old, so I can imagine, what I'm saying, what you're teaching, someone 20 years my junior, dude. So just keep dropping that game. People are going to see it as hate at times, but it's not hate.
It's like the old man told me. A lot of times when the old man that ran the club, my dad, old man Dootsy Williams from Doodles, I've always had older guys in my life, and they would sit me down and give me some game. I didn't want to hear that shit all the time because it was not cool for me at that time. But that shit was like contact code tablets. It was time released. Okay, and it may not resonate right now. But when it finally hits you, like, damn, that's what they was talking about. Okay, I never forget. Dude told me, he says, you got too many friends. I said, huh? You got too many friends. What you mean I got too many friends? He said, you got too many people calling themselves friends. You don't have that. Nobody has that many friends.
I love that. That's so important because now we're in the age of Facebook where everybody thinks they have 1,000 friends.
Right.
Those are not your friends. I can count on, two hands how many friends I have.
He said, you got friends, you got buddies, and you got acquaintances.
Associates. Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Associates, okay? He said, friends are going to wake up and call them. They come in no matter what happens, okay?
100.
Associates, they may show up eventually, but associates, they're going to have something else to do, okay?
Yeah.
When you need them, they got something else to do, okay?
Yep.
Friend gonna be there no matter what. He said you usually don't find out which one is which until it's too late. Damn. And that's when I started reevaluating a whole lot of stuff, man. So yeah, Doc, it is what it is, man. And if I, as an old head, don't drop it on you, because you're a younger head, okay? I got to drop it on you so you can drop it on some younger heads because you're going to take it, you're going to regurgitate it, repackage it and give it to somebody else in another way, but it's still the same game.
I do it all the time, Alonzo. You don't even know it, dog. I don't even tell you that I do it. I quote you often. That's all I'm going to say, dog. I quote you often.
Much love. I appreciate it. I quote my daddy all the time, okay? My daddy, I quote my daddy all the time. Your daddy must have been a hell of a dude. Yes, he was. He wasn't nobody. He was special in my life, but he wasn't nobody famous. But he was a hell of a dude, and he always worked off of logic. Okay, he took emotion out. He took emotion out of the equation, and he gave it to me. 1 + 1 + 1 + 1. That's 4. Okay. Anything else, you cannot multiply.
Bullshit.
You can't multiply. Alphabet, you can't subtract, okay? You can't put parentheses. Ain't no silent numbers, okay? Only silent number is 0, okay? And that's the most powerful number because you get enough of them behind any goddamn thing, it's going to add power to the next number in front of it, okay? We had the car wash on lockdown. Yes, we did. We had the car wash on lockdown. We had the tire shops on lockdown. We had liquor stores on lockdown. We had the laundromats on lockdown. Okay, we had all that on lockdown for years. In the more black.
I can't even picture that in my head, dog. What? I'm 43 and I cannot picture that in my head. Just black-owned businesses everywhere. Ever since I've known as a kid, I walk into a bakery, there's either a Latino, Asian. I walk into the liquor store, it's either Latino, Asian. I can't even picture what you're saying. I know it happened, obviously, but it has not happened in my lifetime, which is so crazy to me. It had to be back in the
early
70s, maybe,
It was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, my man says we need to hook up. I need to hook up with Tariq Nasheed. I know Tariq Nasheed pretty well. I've been on the show a few times. That's by the time we reconnect. But I remember. I'm gonna tell you something before we get up out of here. I remember if anybody ever seen Dolomite, okay, Dolomite with Eddie Murphy on Netflix came out last year.
Oh, okay, the actual, yeah.
There's a scene in the movie where Eddie Murphy playing Dolomite goes to a movie producer to try and get his movie produced. Okay, and the white guy tells him, "Hey man, we got to be careful because the NAACP is coming down on black exploitation movies. Okay. Now, at that time, this is true. It really happened back in the day. Back in the 60s and back in the 70s, they had all kind of black exploitation movies. Super Nigga Charlie, all kind of crazy, all kind of pimping the hole and whooping the man's ass type shit, right? And I, as a young man growing up in Compton, would hop in my car or hop on the bus and go downtown. You can watch all these movies for $1. Okay, sometimes we go watch the exploitation. Sometimes we go watch the X-rated movie for $1 in the theater. Okay,
damn.
And doing the in the black exploitation movies, you always had this cool brother that was whooping ass, and you always got some titties. Okay, you always got titties. Okay, and when you would see the movies, the girls be fine, the sister, you always, you was pumped up because, blah, 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 blah. And the NAACP put a stop to black exploitation movies.
Okay.
I got pissed as hell at the NAACP for stopping my movies.
I get it now, though. Okay.
I got pissed because the NAACP stopped my movies. Who are they to stop me from watching watching movies? Okay. And I didn't understand it back then. Okay. But that was somebody older looking out for me as a young man.
Need that.
Okay.
Need that. That's because that was probably like what they saw as a pickaninny, a tap dancing coon, a vaudeville, dancer. It probably took them to that space, seeing a guy, karate guy, bitch, bring me my money, and doing horrible acting.
Right. And they slapped women around, hoes, the whole 9 yards. Okay.
That too, yeah.
So the NAACP made a stop. They put a smash down on all them black exploitation production houses, and they stopped making black exploitation movies. But what they didn't do is they didn't stop us from making movies about ourselves. See, what they realized, as long as somebody else is doing it, it's bad.
Exploitation.
Long as somebody else is doing it's bad for us. But if we do it to ourselves, it's okay. So as long as and it's think about it. It happens right now every fucking day.
Music.
If the police kill us, we march and have a damn fool. But if one of us kill us, it's that's part of the game. Okay, it's part of the game. Well, last time I checked, dead is dead. I understand the police get paid for this, blah blah blah, but you can't tell that grieving mother, that kid's dad, you can't tell that man's son, his family, nobody else, he's less dead or more dead because he got killed by the police than he did by getting killed by Junebug. Okay,
dead is dead.
Dead is dead. Okay.
Yep. The end of the day.
And that happens a lot more commonly in our own communities. I'm more fearful of my son with the homies on the street than I am with the police.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
I'm keeping it 100.
Yeah, because I taught him how to act around police with the homies as well, but so unpredictable out in the street. Right. But I taught my son how to prepare when you're pulled over to 10 and 2. Yes, sir. No, sir. I'm sorry. Blah, blah, blah.
They do have some kind of rules they have to abide by. Okay. And if the homies get you, all the rules change. All the rules change.
Yeah.
Because now nobody gonna talk. Nobody gonna tell them. If somebody see it, they ain't gonna tell you. They ain't gonna tell nobody. They ain't gonna snitch. That means they're gonna protect the criminal as opposed to protecting the person looking out for the person that got hurt. They protect the criminal because they don't want to get involved. They're not snitching. Okay. Now that right there is really. Then that's why so many things happen to us in our community, because we protect the people that do the dirt, which means you give them a pass and you just pray to God that nobody in your family get hit or get hurt. And most of the time, in most cases, and unfortunately, somebody usually gets stung by that shit, man. Yeah. But I tell you where it don't happen at, it don't happen in the white community. as you
Yep.
see, as you grow into the community and start seeing gentrification, you're going to see things change a whole lot more because they're going to run up on one of them white folks, and they're going to
Mm-hmm.
call the police. They're going to stand right there. They're going to point your ass out to the police. They're going to go and testify. They're going to fill out a goddamn report. They're going to show up in court and make damn sure your ass get prosecuted.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. So understand, when people stop do violence stop rallies, does it get
When people stop the violence route, when people, oh, here we go, I got it.
You stop
People
the
do
vi-
stop the violence rallies. It don't get as much media coverage either, though. You know what? I don't think that's the case. We need to have more. Like, we need to make it a media issue.
dude?
But yes, I agree that once again it goes back to the whole thing when a cop kills a black guy, media is everywhere.
Well, you know
But
what?
there's no media around when there's 30 murders in Chicago over the weekend. So
That's why we got shows like this right here. There's no excuse anymore.
We're doing our part.
We don't
We're
need
doing our part.
CNN. If enough of us put it on our Facebook pages, it's gonna go viral.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Enough of us
share this shit.
Okay, if enough of us put it on our Facebook pages, our YouTube channel, it's gonna go viral. And it's gonna be, and I tell you something else. The more people that do it, the more people want to be involved in it because people are actually tired. People are actually tired of living like this, but nobody wants to take the initiative to be the first person that says, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna do something else. We gotta do something else. Most people want to be comfortable, and this shit makes you uncomfortable. Okay.
Yeah.
Being a leader, being outspoken, I had a buddy by him. I don't want my truck involved in that. Man, come on, dude. You got a big old pretty truck with all the bells and whistles. You got to stand up like everybody else, okay? Or don't get mad when they come steal your damn truck from you or take it from you because you didn't stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, man.
I think we dropped enough game on it tonight, dude, because that's dude. You really got deep tonight, man, and that's so important that we have, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we have people like yourself out there. And I encourage everybody to share this video and tell them to like, subscribe, follow, because we are definitely trying to make a change. It's all about hood peace, #hood peace, something that we're trying to spread because there's too many of us dying out there, and eventually we are going to make ourselves extinct. It's not going to be the police. You know, they're assisting in it, but we're definitely doing the brunt of the work when it comes to that. So please share shows like this, and please pay attention, and please don't be afraid to say something.
Yes, thank you, Doc. Deep Blue, realizing. Thank you for giving us the compliment. We do our best to try and drop as much game as we possibly can. It's the truth. A lot of younger don't want to go against the grain. You know what?
Yeah, got to, man.
Man.
The only people that are remembered in history are the people that went against the grain.
That's it, dude. Now, if you want to stand out, see, everybody wants to be on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. You want to stand out? Do something like that, okay? Mm-hmm. Come up with a TikTok challenge to increase the peace, okay? Come up to the TikTok challenge to do something that's going to be beneficial as opposed to just being silly. I mean, silly
Somehow it worked in 1992 with the peace treaty. I don't know how we had it, but we had the media and Watts. We had Bloods and Crips standing in unity. Like, I don't know how we were able to do it in 1992 with no social media. We could do this in 2021, 2022. We can make this bigger. If we could do it past, it bothers me. The thing is, we don't want to. I know.
I was there.
Fuck, I know, man. I know. What a time. That shit gives me goosebumps, man.
Dude, we had 6,000 brothers at Magic Johnson Park on El Segundo. Brothers from all walks of life, essays, everything. Dude, it was the most peaceful. It gave me chills back then to see all these brothers crying, man. I want to live. Dude, brothers are tired of living like this, man. They're tired. A lot of brothers are tired, especially now when you in your 50s and 60s and you worried about your grandkids now, your kids and your grandkids. So, see, when you was on the front line, you was on the front line, you didn't think about, because it was you. It was just you, okay? You didn't think about your parents, okay? But now you the parent. Now you the grandparent, okay? You're the grandparent, and the stuff that you did back then now can come and hit your house, hit you right smack dead of your heart. Okay. You look at your little granddaughter, your little grandson playing with them and hanging out with them, or even the older ones taking them to play football. All of a sudden, some asshole decides he want to put a bullet in him because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. No, man, you don't want that, dude. You don't want that. I was sued. I was involved in a situation. I was on the other side of the coin. I got sued. They sued the shit out of my ass because somebody died in my parking lot. Yeah. And the hardest part for me was going to court, looking at all them pictures of this young man that died in my parking lot. I'm sitting there crying like a bitch, man. I just walked the whole family.
And you had nothing to do with it, by the way.
Nothing to do with it.
You just happened to own the property that it happened on.
I owned the property that the man died on, and somebody had to write a check. If I could have wrote a check that day that would bring that young man back, I'd have gave him every dime I had. Okay?
Yeah, man.
I'd have gave him every dime I had. They tried to take it any goddamn way, but just thank God it worked out better. It worked out okay for me, but it still was a very difficult point in my life, not only financially, but also emotionally, man. You know, most cats, you don't see the other end, the other side of that spectrum, man. You don't see what the family has to go through when that shit happens. Okay, a friend of mine called me. Just a young man got killed on the corner of Imperial Highway and Hawthorne. Kid I've been knowing since he was like 7, 8 years old. I used to date his auntie. Dude, they never gangbang. Somebody just shot him for no reason, killed him for no reason. And oh man, he did something. This dude he didn't live in LA no more. He didn't even live in that area. He just got out the car, going to the liquor store, and somebody put 3 bullets in his heart. Okay? Dude, come on, man. See, and what happens also, and that opens the door for outside forces to add to the source if they want to. I'm going to stop right there.
1994 crime bill. That's where we go. Yep. Outside forces.
Outside forces. All right?
Yeah. Man.
All right.
Well, yeah. I would love to keep going, man, but I got to go, dude.
I do too, man.
It's been a great show, man. Like, real talk. This was one of my favorite conversations from the past couple of years. This was a good one tonight, and I hope people paid attention to it.
Much love to all y'all out there, folks. Thank y'all. Don't forget, y'all, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Push like, share the video if you like what we did, what we're doing on the show. Much love to you, Doc, for coming here every Tuesday. Also, this Thursday coming up, folks, I got to show y'all something.
You're dropping these shows, Lonzo. You're doing some good content, man. I encourage everybody out there to check out the archives. Check out the old shows that you haven't watched. Go back 2 years and check out some of the old shows. We've been doing this for a couple of years now. Check out some of the old shows.
This Thursday, my girl, we grew up on the same block. Original China Doll. She was a adult film star for years. She changed her life around. We grew up together, man. Me, her, Dre. We all grew up on the same street, and she's gonna be my guest this Thursday. She's a former adult film star. She's done a lot of great things since then. And we're gonna kick it Thursday at 6 o'clock, y'all. So come on through. My guest, my girl, my homie, me and her whole family. I mean, we like that, dude. The whole family was like that. So you're gonna hear her story. You might have seen her on YouTube with my boy from Fresh Out. But
Big Hurt.
Hear her story. Hear her story
from Fresh Out. Yeah, my boy.
Big Hurt. That was her guy for a while. So she's been my homegirl forever, and she'll be on the show with me this Thursday. Original China Doll, y'all. She'll be live with your boy Lonzo. In the meantime, I want to thank you, Dusty Vision. Thank you for everybody watching the show. Much love to all y'all. Hope we drop something you can use. Drop these. We dropping nuggets so y'all can pick them up, put it in your pocket, make it work for you, folks. And don't put that on your goddamn forehead, okay? We out here, y'all. Peace.
Peace, man.